Good day, everyone. It is a privilege to be invited to speak to you on how to determine a good journal for publication or for publishing your research. This is a guide for academics. Academics who carry out research in the lab need to publish it so that others can see what they have been doing in the lab, and the community and the society can see it and learn from their research. This is why publishing is the lifeblood of academic research. It validates your work, shares findings with the scientific community, and contributes to your career progression. However, the surge in online journals, open access publishing, and predatory publishers has made it increasingly difficult for researchers, especially early career academics, to distinguish between credible and deceptive journals. This video will guide you through how to identify reputable journals, avoid predatory ones, and make informed decisions to protect the integrity of your research. Number one thing you need to look at is the key characteristics of a good journal. When selecting a journal for your manuscript, consider the following features. Number one, peer review process. A reputable journal clearly outlines its peer review process, whether single, blind, double-blind, or open. The process should involve independent experts, not internal editors alone. Red flag on this is if a journal accepts your paper within 1 to 3 days without revisions, it is likely not peer-reviewed properly. Number two is indexing in trusted databases. Reputable journals are indexed in reputable or respected databases such as Scopus, Web of Science, that is Clarivate, PubMed, DOAJ, that is Directory of Open Access Journals, or even Google Scholar. This is useful but not always conclusive. Check the indexing claims on the journal website and verify directly from the database's official site. I had a manuscript I sent to a publisher, and then it was made available in preprint form. Preprint means before it is being accepted, there's a preprint company that publishes the paper, but it is not yet peer reviewed, so it is called preprint. So that paper was preprinted, and many publishing houses contacted me. The one question I asked them is your journal Scopus? Is it indexed with Scopus? And I asked them, I want free journal and I want it indexed with Scopus. Most of them, they failed these two tests, and that helped me to be able to know what to do. Now, another thing you need to look at is impact factor and journal metrics. While not the only quality marker or parameter, a journal's impact factor, that is IF, site score, or H-index, can indicate its reputation and reach. However, beware of fake or misleading metrics such as index Copernicus value. Use journal citation reports, JCR or Scopus, to verify the authenticity of these metrics. Number four thing you need to look out for is the editorial board of the journal, of the publishing house. Look for a diverse editorial board with recognizable academics from reputable institutions. The editorial board should not be composed only of individuals from the same country or institution. The warning sign to look out for in this case is if you recognize no names and cannot verify credentials, then you need to think twice. Number five thing you need to look at is the transparency in publication charges. Legitimate open access journals usually charge article processing charges, APC, but they are transparent about it. They also often waive or reduce fees for authors from low-income countries. Red flag you need to look out for in this case is journals that hide charges until after acceptance or demand quick payments are often exploitative. Now, let's look at how to identify and avoid predatory journals. Predatory journals are deceitful publications that claim to be legitimate, but primarily exist to extract money from authors without providing the proper editorial, and publishing services. Characteristics of predatory journals are aggressive email solicitation, frequent emails requesting you to submit pages, join editorial boards, or organize special issues. Number 2 is rapid acceptance without review. Papers are accepted within days or hours. Number 3 is fake indexing and impact factors. Boast about being indexed in unknown or fake databases. Number 4 is poor website design, typos, broken links, lack of journal scope, or copied content. Number 5 is no or fake peer review. No reviewer comments or reviews are superficial. I published a book some time ago like that with some people, and then the way we sent it was the way it was published. There was no review at all. You see, the essence of publication or review is to make your next work, or even to make that very work, better. So when there's no review, it doesn't add value to the work. So number 6 way to identify predatory journal is misleading editorial boards, fabricated editors, or listing academics without their consent. Now, how to protect yourself? You can protect yourself from predatory journals and predatory publications by using Beall's list. This was a blacklist of predatory journals and publishers. Though no longer updated officially, copies exist online. The other way is to check DOAJ. Legitimate open access journals are often listed in the directory of open access journals. Then use Think, check, submit. This is an initiative that provides a checklist for researchers to verify a journal's authenticity. You can just check online for use, Think, check, submit, and then you are going to get the website thinkchecksubmit.org. Now, you need to be aware of money-hungry publishers. Not all journals that charge fees are predatory. Some high-quality, open-access journals charge APCs to sustain operations. However, some publishers prioritize profit over scholarly integrity. Now, what are the signs of money-driven publishers? Number 1, charging very high APCs, that is article processing charges. For example, $2,000 to $5,000 without commensurate visibility. Rejecting papers primarily to upsell services like language editing or fast track. Offering discounts or guaranteed publication if payment is made immediately. No publication can be guaranteed until after peer review, but these ones, once you pay, then they get to publish the work. Now, these are the steps you need to take to choose the right journal. Define your audience. Is your research meant for a niche or a general field? Then you have to choose accordingly. Then you need to read the aims and the scope of the journal. Only submit to journals whose scope clearly aligns with your topic. I've seen people who are in the life sciences publishing in education journals, publishing in journals that have no link with their research, just to get papers. So you should avoid that. Number 3, review recent publications. Examine what kind of papers they publish and whether yours fits in. In fact, sometimes when I'm submitting article to a particular journal and they give the how to set up the writing, how I need to put this here, they have it written out. All I need to do is to look for a recent publication. If that publication has been published and that means it has followed through what they are trying to explain. So just follow the modality that publication followed and then everything gets settled. So that is why you need to review their recent publications. Examine what kind of papers they publish and whether yours fits in. Then you have to verify metrics and indexing. Don't just trust logos on the website. Check them. Then ask colleagues and mentors. Experienced researchers can often spot reputable versus suspect journals. Then use journal finder tools. Tools by Elsevier, Journal Finder, Springer, or Wiley or even Taylor and Francis can help match your manuscript to suitable journals. Examples of reputable publishers are Elsevier, Springer Nature, Wiley, Taylor and Francis, Sage Publications, and PLOS Plus. We also have Oxford, Harvard, Cambridge University Press, Oxford University Press, Harvard University Press, Cambridge University Press. We also have Biomed Central, BMC. Even these publishers offer both paid and free options. Always review the journal's specifics. Before I round up, I need to let you know that apart from reviewing journal specifics and other things that I've said here, your particular university or institution has their own guidelines. What I've mentioned in this speech or in this lecture or in this webinar or in this video are standard. If you follow this standard, there is nowhere your paper will be rejected. But at the same time, because of certain reasons, your local institution or the institution you are targeting may have their own guidelines. So those guidelines also will align with this, but they may even reduce it a bit. These guidelines are put here as standard. They may reduce it a bit. Like in my own institution, they allow you to publish in institutional journals. That means the journal is university-based. Let's say, for example, NJPAS is referred to as Nigerian Journal of Pure and Applied Sciences and is published by the Faculty of Life and Physical Sciences, University of Ilorin. We also have another journal referred to as Ilorin Journal of Science, published by the Faculty of Physical Sciences, University of Ilorin. You can see these journals are published by the university. These journals are published within the university. We have other journals like RGs, Research Journal of Engineering and Environmental Sciences. I think it's published by one university, Port Harcourt or thereabout. This journal is in that particular university. So it is university-based. It is published by academics in a particular university. So in my university, they accept university-based journal, even though that journal is not in Springer, it's not in Elsevier, it's not in Scopus. So, but it's university-based. They accept it in my institution. That's why I said, find out exactly what your institution accepts. Now, apart from that, my institution also accepts society-based journal. Let's take, for example, a society is a Nigerian Society of Microbiology. They have a journal referred to as Nigerian Journal of Microbiology. In this case, that journal will be accepted because it is made, that society is made up of reputable academics in universities that come together to propagate and to make that science, that course or that subject matter to be well known. So it is accepted. So I have university-based, society-based, and then we have all these Scopus. We have others that are already mentioned, like the Sage publications. You publish with PLOS Plus, publication from Oxford University Press, Harvard University Press, Cambridge University Press, Biomed Central. All these are standard. We have the Springer, we have Elsevier, we have Wiley, we have Taylor and Francis. So you should target some of these big names for your journal publication, for your manuscript publication. And they all this Elsevier have so many journals under it. Springer have so many. Some are free, some are paid. Wiley, the same thing. Taylor and Francis, the same thing. All of them have different journals, and some are free, some are paid. Now, let me give you a final advice before I go. Do not let the pressure to publish or perish push you into unethical or non-reputable journals. Usually, you should plan to publish like 3 to 4 papers per year. So if you've done that at the beginning of the year, so you send them out at a time. That's what I do. I will focus on a particular time, maybe 1 month, 2 months. I make sure I write up to 4, or one at this time, I send it out. Another one at this time, I send it out. So when I have sufficient, then I relax and focus on other things. So I will not be under pressure at any time to go and meet the unethical people. Then publishing in a predatory journal can damage your credibility and waste your research efforts. This has happened to me before. I have published in some journals which I didn't know they are predatory, but later on they were in the BELS list. Now I cannot use it for promotion in my university. I have to rely on other, I have to work again and work hard to get other publication and to focus on the areas my university wants me to focus on. Then quality always triumphs quantity when it comes to academic publishing. Now, let's look at the summary checklist. Is the journal peer-reviewed? The journal should be peer-reviewed. Is it indexed in Scopus or Web of Science? It should be. Is the editorial board transparent and reputable? They should be. Are publication fees reasonable and disclosed? Yes, it should be. Does the journal have a history of publishing credible papers? Yes. If the journal you are targeting meets any of these criteria, go ahead and publish with them. Then you need to avoid any journal if they promise fast publication without review. Avoid any journal if they solicit you excessively or pressure you to pay quickly. Then avoid any journal if it is not listed in DOAG or Think, Check, Submit. Would you like... So this is where I'm going to draw the line on this journal issue as at now. If you have any questions or comments for me, you can ask in the comment section of this video and I'll be happy to respond. So this is how I'm going to draw the line at this time. I believe that these 15 minutes or so that you have watched this video is going to be worth the while. Until I come your way in the next one, please subscribe to this channel, like this video, share the link of this video with your family and friends, and let me have your question in the comment section below. Bye for now.